They say in Haiti, when the wind whispers your name at night, it's not the wind. It's a Loa, and once it finds you, it never leaves. Tonight, I'll tell you the story of the man who tried to silence a spirit, and ended up silenced forever. There was once a small village hidden in the misty hills of Jacmel, a place where time itself seemed afraid to move. The villagers never went out after midnight, for that was when the Loa of Whispers roamed the paths, searching for souls who disrespected the old ways. But one man dared to challenge it. His name was Jonas Pierre, a farmer who laughed at the idea of voodoo, calling it superstition for the weak. One night, during a drought, Jonas cursed the spirits in front of everyone, mocking the Hungan who warned him to make an offering. He spat on the ground and said, "If these Loa exist, let them come for me." And they did. That night, the drums started soft at first, then louder, echoing from the forest, though no ceremony was being held. Jonas woke up sweating, hearing whispers inside his house, voices speaking Creole, but too many, too fast, too deep. He thought it was the wind, until he saw handprints, burned into the wooden walls of his room. The next morning, his crops were black, not burned, not rotten, black, like ash that refused to blow away. The Hongan told him it was Baron Criminel marking his land. Jonas laughed again. He should have stayed quiet. The whispers grew bolder. When Jonas looked into his mirror, he saw another face behind his own, a man with hollow eyes and a smile stitched shut. He smashed the mirror. But when the glass hit the floor, the reflection kept staring back from each shard. Desperate, Jonas ran to the Hongan's house before dawn. The old priest refused to open the door, saying, "You called him. Now you must serve him." The villagers watched from their windows as Jonas screamed that he would rather die. The Loa listened. At midnight, his body started shaking violently. Neighbors swore they saw his shadow moving in the opposite direction. He spoke in voices that weren't his own, calling out names of ancestors no one remembered. By morning, his eyes were pure white, his tongue black as coal. He stopped eating, stopped speaking, stopped being Jonas. The Hungan said the Loa had taken him to the other side, but his body remained behind as a shell. They buried him after he stopped breathing. Yet that night, the drums started again. Weeks later, children playing near the cemetery heard a whisper. It was Jonas's voice, soft and cold, asking, "Did you hear it too?" His grave was found empty. The whispers never stopped. And now, every year, when the wind sweeps through Jacmel, people close their doors tight, because they say Jonas walks again, collecting those who laugh at the spirits. Some stories aren't meant to be told, because once you hear their name, they hear yours too. Follow Strange Minds TV, where the line between the living and the dead is only a whisper away.